Everything moves, even the fingers. To make my paper art, all you need is four things. The first being paper, of course. Then, all you need is... That's right, that's all you need. This video showcases 6 years of movable paper figures that I made. They range from 2016 to early 2022. Each one is fully movable and has over 40 moving parts. No measuring, straight edges, or drawing required. You can see the improvements that I made throughout the years. For example, bendable toes and opening and closing eyelets. Please watch until the end and subscribe to my channel because it helps the channel out greatly. If you have any questions on how I made them, please comment in the section below. THANOS with Infinity Gauntlet. Made in 2016, my first THANOS that I ever made. I made the infinity gems from different colored glitter glue. The gauntlet itself is made from gold reflective paper. If I was to do it again, I would put an LED light inside the gauntlet. The Thing from the Fantastic Four. Made in 2018. I individually cut out over 200 paper rocks to layer over his entire body. You can feel how jagged they are. The Incredible Hulk. Made in 2016. This was my first attempt at making the Hulk. I layered the paper extra thick to make the paper harder than I usually do to make him hard to the touch. Muscle tone was in its infant stages though. Doctor Strange. Made in 2017. This was my first attempt at making the Sorcerer Supreme. The cloak comes off. Magneto. Made in 2018. My second attempt at making this character. This figure has a movable cape that moves up and down. He also has a detachable helmet that he can hold. Black Panther. Made in 2016. This was made well before the movie premiered. If I was to make him again, I would use Chadwick Boseman's face. Rest in power, King. The Human Torch from the Fantastic Four. Made in 2018. I individually cut out each flame and randomly positioned them. I also made flame extensions that come out of his hands and mount on his back when not in use. X-Men's Wolverine. He has retractable claws layered with reflective paper. He also has a removable mask. I lit a rolled-up piece of paper and lit it to emulate him smoking a cigar. X-Men's Storm. I made her in 2016. She is one of the first female characters that I made then. I individually cut out each lock of her hair. More female characters will come. The Green Goblin. Made in 2016. This character is Spider-Man's nemesis, and is the comic book version. He has pumpkin bombs and a mountable glider. This is Iron Man. Made in 2016. This is the second one that I have ever made. His helmet comes off, but the suit is not detachable. This is also before I started putting LED lights in my creations. This is X-Men's Nightcrawler. Made in 2016, Nightcrawler has aged gracefully for an early design. He has great poses and is very flexible. He also has two swords layered with reflective silver and gold paper that mount on his back when not in use. He also has a movable tail that goes up, down, left and right. This is Mr. Fantastic from the Fantastic Four. This character was made in 2017. He has extending arms, legs, torso, and neck. This is Spider-Man, made in 2019. He has bendable toes and adjustable eyes to make them bigger and smaller. This is the KINGPIN, made in 2019. This was my first attempt at making a morbidly obese character. I also outlined his suit to provide more definition. This is the next Iron Man that I made in 2018. I vastly improved on the previous design made in 2016. The highlight is that the Iron Man armor can detach from Tony Stark. There is also an LED light embedded in Tony Stark's chest that acts as his arc reactor. This is Thor, made in 2019. He has LED lights in his head and chest to illuminate his eyes and torso. Thor also has LED lights in his weapon, Stormbreaker. This is the first Avenger, Captain America, that I made in 2018. This is my second attempt at making this character. Cap is perfectly balanced. He is so balanced that he can do an unassisted handstand. He also has his trademark shield. This is X-Men's Cyclops, made in 2018. I modeled him after the cartoon, X-Men the animated series in the 90s. LED lights power his optic blasters. This is Mr. Sinister, made in 2019. This is one of my favorite figures because of the detail and the color scheme. He also shows that my face sculpting is getting better. This is Daredevil made in 2019. This figure has great poses because he is so flexible. He is also equipped with his multi-purpose cane. I made his cane capable of ejecting a wire to swing around or breaking down into nunchucks for hand-to-hand combat. This is Miles Morales, an alternate version of Spider-Man made in 2019. Out of any figure that I have made, he is the best at flexibility and balance. His action poses are awesome. I also did a good job on his Air Jordans. This figure is Dr. Victor Von Doom, also known as Dr. Doom. I made him in 2019. He has a removable mask and hood. This is my first time making this character. This figure is the Juggernaut that I made in 2019. I reinforced his body by layering the paper extra thick. He has a removable helmet. As you can see, I'm getting better at making muscle tone. This is Venom, made in 2018. This character has an opening mouth with a retractable tongue. I also individually cut out each tooth in his mouth. Venom has bendable toes. This figure is DC Comics character DARKSEID. I made in 2021. He has bendable toes, opening mouth and LED lights in his eyes to emulate DARKSEID's Omega beams. This is Superman from DC Comics made in 2021. I had taken a year off from making these for personal reasons, so I was a little out of practice with these DC figures. This figure has red LED lights in his eyes to emulate heat vision. This figure is Green Lantern from DC Comics made in 2021. I had a little more practice before creating him, so his proportions are looking a little better. There is also an LED light in his chest to light up his Green Lantern symbol. This is Sam made in 2020. His arm tattoos and axes light up. This is Coda made in 2020 also. His right arm and two swords lights up with a red color. This is Spook, made in 2020. She is the co-leader of the group along with Captain Kofi. She has hypnotizing eyes that lights up and her glasses come off. She also has a Glock 9 with sliding action and removable clip. This figure is Kimio, made in 2020. She has two katana blades that mount on her back when not in use. The heels of her sandals lights up with LED lights when she is using her super speed. These figures are Quest and Jackal. Made in 2020, Quest is a tracker. She is equipped with a retractable bow staff and a blow-dart gun. She is accompanied by her pet and friend, Jackal. Jackal has eyes that light up red and is an excellent companion for Quest. This figure is the second co-leader, Captain Kofi. Made in 2020, all 7 of the characters in this group's eyelids open and close. Captain Kofi has two Glock 9s with sliding action and removable clips. This is Deadpool made in 2016. He has swords, guns, and knives. Because you know, it's Deadpool of course. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you would like to see more of my work and observe the process to make these paper constructs, please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any suggestions of what you would like to see me make next, then put them in the comment section below.